Right, this demonstration is a classic poached smoked haddock with a poached egg, which will be sitting on a bed of wilted spinach, which is done through butter, and it will be a classic poached smoked haddock Florentine. We start off, we need to poach the fish, so we start off using, and poached smoked fish is always done in milk, and inside of that we have some parsley stalks only with some bay leaf, and I'm just going to add a little bit of crushed dill because the dish will be garnished with a little bit of dill at the end. So we just put that in, submerge it in, right, and the fish will just sit on top of all this. Right. Smoked fish always comes with the skin on, but today we're going to skin it. So fillet and knife, and being right-handed, work from left to right, hold the tail, angle, once you hit the skin on a slight, okay, straight along, nice and slowly. Work it along. Right. Every so often just lift it up till you get to the end, and that's it. So what you have is, there's your fish, there's your skin, right? We'll just discard that. Right, we're going to cut the fish then on an angle, just through the centre, so you have what's called two supremes. Right, and one of these is what we're going to do today. Use the tail end. Just going to drop that in to the milk. Now the milk must not be boiling. You need to get a temperature of 95 degrees. And then that will take round about 5 minutes to poach in the milk. In the meantime, I'm going to take a pan with a little touch of vinegar in, just enough to cover the bottom. Then half fill the pan with water till you've got a nice amber colour. Okay, and then a pinch of salt, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. This then is again not brought to the boil. Again, you want the same, about 95 degrees, and we'll drop the egg into that. If you see your fish just popping out, just keep pressing it down so you know that it's going to cook through properly. In the third pan, now we actually using wilted spinach already, right, just for quickness. Take a third pan, again clarified butter, and just put a little bit in the bottom. Warm that through. Right. Now on the bottom of the pan, you should be able to see some bubbles on the bottom. That is ready, that's about the right temperature to start and drop your egg in. Some chefs will tell you to stir it. Personally, I'm not one of them. I just like to take my egg and drop it very close. In fact, the shell is actually in the water, and drop it into the water. You should get a nice round egg out of that if you've dropped it in very slowly. So as you can see, it's actually starting to cook, and we do have a nice round shape down in the bottom. Our fish is coming along nicely there. Yeah. Spinach. Got to fry this off. Little touch of pepper, a little touch of salt. Give it a good stir in. And you should have a nice gloss to the spinach once it's wilted fully. Okay, just lift the poached egg to one side so it doesn't boil too much, which it shouldn't do. Just need to keep an eye on it and keep it on the side. Right. Right. Spinach goes on the plate first. Just make a nice bed. Poached egg is just about there. As is our smoked haddock. I'm just going to, you will get a little bit of skin on the top of your milk. Just push that to one side. Using a fish slice. Lift your haddock out. Light on the top. Take your poached egg. Make sure it's drained off well. Slide that onto the top. Poached egg is always served with the sauce that it's cooked in. So you take a little bit of your milk, and just run that over the top of the egg so it goes down through the fish and onto the spinach. And to finish off, we're going to have some very small pieces of picked dill on that. And a lemon wedge. Again, similar to the orange, top and tail. But this time, just cut straight down through the center and cut yourself out a nice wedge. Trim off the pith, and again, if there's any pips in there, point your knife, just lift them out. Any pith on it, let's get rid of that. Same on the other side. It's just there. Trim straight down through it. And you'll have a nice lemon wedge. Just a sit on the end. And a classic poached smoked haddock with poached egg Florentine.